Sometimes reviews are better late than never. So that's pretty much what I'm doing here. Delving finally into G.I. Joe Retaliation figures. It took me a little while to get these, and then it took me even longer to sit down and review them when I was actually in the mood to do the reviews, so the review would be half decent. So we're looking at here the Retaliation, G.I. Joe Retaliation Cobra Invasion Team. This 3-pack, it contains 2 figures that are pretty good, and 1 figure that is astoundingly awesome. So I'll let you guys guess as to which are which. I'm sure you could probably guess already. So first of all, let's look over here to the Cobra Invasion Trooper. That's what they're dubbing it here, is a Cobra Invasion Trooper. And this, of course, is simply a maroon-colored, maroon and dark gray with black trim motif recolor of the Cobra Shock Trooper from the Pursuit of Cobra line. But, you know, that is not a bad thing. The mold was fantastic back then, and it still is now. It's incredibly nice. I just turned it over to the back so you could see the nice. For those who aren't familiar, for those who aren't familiar with this set too much and have been looking at it on the store shelves and aren't really sure whether you want to plop down the dough for it or not, and you're wondering about what the figure looks like from the back or you're more curious about the vest included, yes it does. The vest actually has the Cobra tempo with the little Cobra insignia snake right over the shoulder, and that's actually on there. So the figure comes packed with this parachute, parachute pack in the package, which makes the figure's neck look ridiculously large, ridiculously long. But once you pop the head off and put this flak vest on him, the figure is immediately improved. It's a world of difference. So yeah, one other little thing I'll say about this recolor of the well, this is the Invasion Trooper, but I'm saying for the recolor of this Shock Trooper, is the colors really do the mold really well, I find. The maroon and the dark gray look really, really good with this mold. As well as, speaking of colors, the one color change that I really, really like, that really makes this particular recolor, remold figure really worth it, is the gas mask. If you take a look at the gas mask that he's actually wearing, the translucent plastic is done up in a lot nicer shade than the original Shock Troopers was, to my eyes anyway. Here, I hope it's showing up well. It ends up being more of like it's like a translucent light red. It's really, really striking. Looks really, really nice. So that is him. So then we're going on to the second pretty good figure in the set. We're looking at Storm Shadow. So yeah, Storm Shadow is pretty nice too. There's nothing, I can't really think of anything bad to say about him if you look from the back. But I think the problem is that, yeah, he just, to me, he just ends up being okay. He ends up being an alright figure. Maybe that's not fair. He's better than okay. He's really quite nice. I don't know what it is. He doesn't thrill me. It's just something about him. I'm not sure what it is. My good friend the Madman really likes this version of Storm Shadow, but his minor gripe is the dark gray paint apps on his mask mostly, and under his arms and running down the sides of his torso. And Yeah, now that I think about it, I guess I agree with him. It would have been nice had they just been able to leave it all white. Then we'd have more of a screen accurate Storm Shadow, I guess. Retaliation, screen accurate version, I suppose. But for whatever reason, they just had to do it this way. And yeah, usually that's their way of doing things when it comes to these 3-packs. But the odd thing about it is that they have not yet released a Storm Shadow figure with this new Retaliation style head in just plain white. Not yet, anyway. I hope they do get around to it. But anyway, yeah, that's Storm Shadow. And then, so moving along, we're going to go to the star of the show. Now, this is the figure that you buy this pack for. If some of you were on the fence, not sure if you should buy this pack, trust me, this Firefly is worth the $30 price tag. I know that's a bold statement. $30 for one G.I. Joe figure. This is just my opinion, fellas, but I think he's that damn good. He's a beautiful version of Storm Shadow. So beautiful that I don't think it's possible for Hasbro to ever top this version of Firefly. As in, I'm saying this version as in the vintage 1984 homage style Firefly. If you're looking for a old-fashioned, truly vintage gray camo, the classic look for Firefly, this is the best. This will never be topped. And I've been collecting G.I. Joe figures for many, many, many years. I've been collecting G.I. Joe figures for like over 2 decades. That really makes it sound like a long time. But where am I going with this? So, I've been collecting for a really long time. You get the picture. So I'm not a newbie at this, and my gut tells me that, and my gut is usually right. I've been right about many, many things when it comes to figures and when it comes to toys. That's one of the things that I really do know, and my gut tells me that they're never going to be able to top this Firefly. They might be able to make an equally beautiful Firefly in an entirely different uniform. I'm talking about for the classic gray camo look of Firefly, this is the best we're ever gonna get. So he's got... Oh, one other little thing I like about him too is his weapons. His shotgun here, as well as his little grenade launcher here, are molded in a nice army green. I really, really like that. Of course, it's a nice little homage to the dark army green color of the original 1984 figure of his submachine gun and walkie-talkie. So I really like that too. It's a perfect homage. And then you've got here, you've got the removable knife and its sheath. Here, I'm not really sure if this is removable, this little tool. This is carried over from, actually the arms and legs are carried over from 30th Anniversary Lifeline. As hard to believe as that is. And then on the other side, we've got the holster on his thigh here. We've got the holster with an army green auto pistol slung in that holster. And on the back, this is interesting. He comes with a more of a standard issue looking backpack, more of a traditional backpack. Not so much his classic type of I think they called it a demolitions backpack with all of the equipment and all. It doesn't have that. This is more of a traditional canvas backpack, but it still works. It still works amazingly well. Little details here. You've got the cross straps going across his torso. You've got some grenades across his shoulder right there, and you've got some more pouches at the other side. Yeah, it's astounding, guys. So anyway, yeah, that's about it. That is all she wrote for the Cobra Invasion team. So I know I didn't go through all of the accessories, but I don't really think that that's necessary, as I just wanted this video to be short and sweet. So hope this gave you fellas out there who are on the fence about this set. Maybe you're just a casual G.I. Joe fan. You're not really a big G.I. Joe collector per se, but if you don't buy any this I can say, if you buy one Retaliation toy product, if you haven't bought any yet and you're wondering about maybe getting one, get this pack. This figure alone is worth the price tag. So that's about it, guys. So I hope you all enjoyed this little look at G.I. Joe Retaliation Cobra Invasion 3-pack. So take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll talk to you all again very, very soon in the very, very near future. Bye for now.